You may have learned arithmetic in school, but many money fundamentals are not taught. School is terrific for many things, but it does not focus on providing young people with the financial education framework they need to be successful. Many people may excel in the classroom, yet still do not comprehend personal finance as well as they could. Fortunately, you don't have to remain in the dark. Here are 10 personal finance tips you should have learned in school. Number 10. Save at least 20% of your income. They will instruct you to save at least 10% of your salary in school. This is a good start, but more is needed to retire at a reasonable age. Unless, of course, you are a millionaire. A better savings rate for most of us with regular paychecks will be between 20 and 35%. I'm not suggesting 10% is entirely useless, but you should aim for much more. To achieve a higher rate of savings, reduce your spending on unnecessary items. Instead of buying an expensive smoothie every morning, purchase the ingredients to make your own at home and save the extra money. Number 9. Always have an emergency fund. Have you ever heard of an emergency fund? It is not a subject covered in schools, but it is critical regarding financial security and should be addressed at a young age. What would you do if you were laid off today? Can you cover your costs for a while? An emergency fund is defined as a cash reserve set up for any eventuality. Having money set aside to cope with unanticipated circumstances, whether for an unemployment emergency or a health catastrophe, is critical. You should aim to save 3 to 6 months of your non-negotiable expenses. Number 8. Learn how to budget. Learning to budget is a critical life skill, yet it is not a topic taught in schools. Budgeting is essential for financial stability since it ensures you can pay everyday costs such as rent, student loans, groceries, credit card bills, and entertainment. But what is budgeting? It's a proactive approach to financial organization. Budgeting guarantees that you don't spend more than you earn, allowing you to prepare for both short and long-term needs. It's a simple, effective technique that people of various income and spending levels can practice to keep their money in line. A good rule to follow when creating a budget is the 50-30-20 rule, which suggests 50% of one's income should be used for needs, 30% for discretionary spending, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. Number 7. Learn how credit cards work. Credit card usage is not taught in school, although they are a crucial tool in today's modern culture. Paying off your balance in full each month can save you money on interest, which is usually 19% and above. If you do not pay off the debt in full, the interest will begin to add up, and compound interest makes matters worse. Credit cards can also help you secure your cash. Most credit cards have robust fraud protection provisions, meaning you are not responsible for the transactions if your credit card is stolen. This is critical as more people purchase online, making fraudsters more likely to strike. Credit card companies now provide reward programs where you can earn points to redeem for travel or even a cash deposit into your checking account. Avid credit card users have learned to use the points to travel around the world for free. Number 6. Insurance policies. If someone is financially dependent on you, you should strongly consider purchasing life insurance. This person could be your child, spouse, or parent. Term life and whole life insurance are the two most common types of life insurance policies. In addition to life insurance, you should have insurance to cover your vehicle, home, and your health. You can also get an umbrella insurance policy to protect you beyond the existing limits of your other policies. Take the time to evaluate different prices and features before choosing a provider. A quick reminder, if you've enjoyed this video so far, consider subscribing, as we frequently upload informative and educational videos. Let's continue. Number 5. Purchasing your first home. Purchasing a house is a big financial decision that requires careful consideration. One rule schools don't typically teach is to make sure you have a solid emergency fund before buying a house. A house can come with unexpected expenses such as repairs or maintenance, and it's essential to have a cushion to fall back on. Another rule is to consider the total cost of home ownership, not just the monthly mortgage payment. Property taxes, insurance, and home maintenance can add up quickly, so factor those costs into your budget. Additionally, having a good credit score is important, as a higher credit score can help you qualify for a better mortgage rate. Lastly, take your time buying a house. Take the time to research different neighborhoods, compare homes, and weigh the pros and cons before deciding. It's better to wait and save more money than buy a house you can't afford in the long run. Number 4. Taxes. One of the most critical concerns in this context is taxes. Taxation is defined as the imposition of a financial burden on a taxpayer by the government. It is important to understand how taxes operate in order to meet your tax responsibilities on time. On the other hand, knowing how to compute taxes in a job scenario might be the difference between comprehending whether the offer you are provided with is adequate to pay your expenditures and helping you determine if you should accept the offer or not. There are a plethora of online calculators available where you can run simulations and see how much you spend in taxes against how much you earn after deductions. Number 3. Investing. Investing is encouraged, if not required, if you want your money to work for you. Every dollar needs a job. You work hard for your money, and it should do the same for you. Banks aren't breaking a sweat by paying you 0.01% to store your money in their vault. It is your responsibility to put your money to work. By investing, you are taking control of your financial security. It allows you to grow your money and generate an additional income stream before retiring. When you take investing seriously, the returns on your assets can provide you with future financial stability. Stocks, bonds, index funds, ETFs, and real estate may all generate growth or income, or both in some cases. Not investing might force you to work past your preferred retirement age. Number 2. Compound interest. Covering investing would be incomplete without mentioning compound interest. The two are inextricably linked. Compound interest is defined as the interest added to the interest. Compound interest works against you if you carry a balance on a revolving credit card or an overdraft in a checking account. But when you start investing your money, you'll see the opposite result. Having your money earn more money for you in the form of interest on interest is a concrete example of putting your money to work. Here's an example of how important it is to understand compound interest. Which would you choose if you were given a choice between $3 million in cash or a penny that doubles in value every day for 31 days? Please let me know in the comments section. Most individuals are inclined to choose the first choice, cold hard cash right now. However, after only 31 days, the second choice is worth more than $10 million. If that isn't enough to convince you to start taking advantage of this fantastic opportunity to grow your money, I don't know what is. One of the best kept secrets on the planet is the power of compound interest. Every young person has the edge over more experienced people regarding the time available to achieve their financial goals. Number 1. You can retire early. The goal of retiring early is achievable, but it does need discipline, preparation, and perseverance. Knowing how much you need to retire is vital since the amount varies depending on your lifestyle, location, assets, and other factors. Once you've determined your number, you may modify your lifestyle and try to make it a reality. These guidelines appear to be common sense at first look. Spending less than you make, right? Unfortunately, it isn't always so straightforward. Most people are bouncing from one emergency to the next, and the pandemic highlighted the importance of having an emergency fund. You can improve your financial situation by creating a financial plan and following these 10 tips. Thank you for watching my video on personal finance tips that are not taught in school. I hope you found it helpful. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so now so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos.